Rev up your engines! Today I'm going to talk about some products I've been testing out. Now the first one is a beautiful sign that these guys made me. I gotta say, it's impressive. It's so impressive, even my wife likes it, and she normally hates everything. Now, it was made by the guys at Desperate.com. It's made in Medina, Ohio. I had an uncle lived in Medina, New York. Hey, close enough, right? Now they make all kinds of signs. You might want to jazz up your own driveway. Check out the stuff he had. Pretty interesting stuff, I gotta say. Now, going back to more serious things, I've been trying out range extenders for your internet system. There's a million of them out there, and unfortunately, a bunch of them are cheap Chinese garbage that doesn't work. Now today, you really need internet in your garage. For example, all my fancy scan tools, they need connection to the internet so they can access all their data systems, right? And since my internet's in the cellar, it doesn't reach out here in the garage. When I'm working on cars, it makes things a pain in the butt. Now, since I finally got fiber optic cable here in Rhode Island, and hey, that was 15 years after I got it in Houston, Texas, so they finally joined the 21st century, I wanted to boost it out here in the garage, in the driveway. So I looked at Amazon and I found one. Oh, said it was great, said it had phenomenal speed, unbelievable. Okay, here's the company, and as you can see, made in China. Scan a QR code, set it up on the phone, real easy to set up, only one problem. I got 3 megabytes a second. That's it, 3. I got 900 inside the house, and I got 3 here with the extender. And they said it was phenomenal extender. So, don't buy from this uppoonoffice.com. It's a pile of junk. It wasn't cheap either. It was like 60 bucks, right? I've already got it returning on Amazon. I just have to drive and give it back to them. Costing me $6 for shipping. I didn't get free shipping, but do not buy this. It's a rolling pile of junk. Instead, here's what I'm using. I'm using this Wi-Fi repeater. It's made by NetBoost. You can see it was picked #1 overall by Consumer Thing, and I agree. It's not as fast as downstairs, but it's got a 291 megabytes a second download and a 139 upload, which is decent. Because I tested the other one again, it did a little bit better, but 7.29, 8.63, you can see. The one that I got now is good. Now, I bought this thing, even though it's got a different name on it, from Amazon. It was one of those suggested ones. Had great ratings, which of course are total horse manure. It says 300 megabytes a second, and you can see 7 or 8. This thing, total garbage. Don't buy it. You want to get a good one, buy the NetBoost one. You can't believe what any of these reviews mean anymore. A lot of them are total garbage. That's why I do this stuff. Now, in this case, it didn't cost me anything because the $59 one is going back to Amazon. Well, it did cost me $5.99 because they don't ship them free. Now, here's something that I'm really excited about. It is like the world's smallest thermal camera. You can see it's made by Thermomaster. You can see it on the back by their Thermomaster. Now, interestingly enough, it's made by the same company that made this deer vehicle collision preventive thing that I showed with the infrared camera that went on top of your car. Yet I found that to be a complete failure because the camera works great on the deer finder, but the software was absolute garbage. And other people have said the same thing. Didn't come to directions, didn't come with anything. But the same company, tiny thermal camera that plugs in the bottom of your camera. I have to say, it's the best thermal camera I've ever tested out. Now, I had to buy this piece here because this wouldn't fit in my phone because there's not enough room. This is an extender, and then this costs like $5 on Amazon. This just plugs into it so it operates. And you can do all kinds of things. If you point at a particular thing, it'll show you that temperature of that particular spot right away. You can use it for industrial use. You can use it when you're working on a car, see if your house has heat leaks. And it's so small and easy, and it plugs right in. You already got all the cameras and software in your phone. Why buy everything when all you need is this little camera? You can see, you can zoom out. That is professional, because look, this does -4 Fahrenheit to 302, but you can also do 212 degrees to 1,112 degree Fahrenheit. So if you're measuring exhaust temperature, engine temperature, it goes to over 1,100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's a handy tool. I found the problem with a lot of these thermal cameras is they only do the lower temperatures, and I had one a company sent me, and when the temperature got to like 450 degrees, it melted the sensor. It couldn't take it, it ruined it. This thing does up to 1100 degrees Fahrenheit. It's all totally adjustable, whatever you want the readings to be. I've already started modifying it. I bought this $9 cable on Amazon, so I can extend it. I can stick it in any little nook and cranny to look around and measure. I don't have to stick all this in and figgle around. I can place this anywhere. I gotta say, this is one heck of a tool. I was so sad that their artificial intelligence didn't work on their other temperature master, but this tiny little camera, hey, and the software that they use is phenomenal. The company obviously makes great cameras. They just don't have such great artificial intelligence on their little deer finder new product. Little bitty thing, thermal master, tiny little job. Now you may or may not have noticed, I got a new flashlight here. Now you might not have noticed because it's almost like my old one. Matter of fact, it's made by the same company, Olight. Here's my old one, here's the new one. The new one is really improved. It's bigger, has a better battery, has more features, is brighter, and lasts longer. Hey, you can't beat that. And really, when you look at it, it doesn't take up that much more space than the other one did. Check it out. I like them because they fit, and it doesn't take up that much more space. And it certainly doesn't weigh much more, but got a nice bright light, and instead of having to mess around with pushing buttons 3 times and shoving them, look, it's got a little switch. Cool. It goes to a spotlight, then it goes to a red light, all at the flip of a switch. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting old, but I always hated that crap anyway, right? Push this button once, and then if there's 2 buttons, push button 1, then 2, then 1, 2, 3, then 3 times off. No, change it by click, click, click. Hey, what could be better? Now, it's called Olight, and it's called the O-Clip Olight, because, of course, it clips on. So when you're working, it's shining in front of you, too. Plus, as an added bonus, it stays when you put it on metal because it's got a magnet on it. Hey, you can stick it on your car as a warning device too. It flashes if you get stuck somewhere. It's going in here when I'm traveling. Yes, some companies actually improve things as time goes on. And in case you did buy one of these, you're probably really happy too. Because I've been happy with my little one. I've been using them for years, but I like this big one even better. Now, I know a lot of people, they might fix their own car, they might want to know a little bit more about it, but they want to buy a really expensive scan tool. I've been testing out this Innova car scan. It's called the 1000 OBD2. All you get is a dongle that plugs into the car and software you load on your phone. And when you think about it, it's $69.95 on Amazon. That's not very much money. It says it can even check your charging system. So let's try it out. I've already downloaded the Innova repair solutions right here. We use my new light. Like I say, I love this light. There's the scanner. And it goes automatically pairing. I don't have to push 8 million buttons. Look, we can check the battery voltage. We'll start her up. And check this out, okay? Matrix, 112,674 miles. Gives you all kinds of TSB and recalls. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. It even has 162 technical service bulletins. Let's say you think you have a brake problem. Go to brakes and it'll give you all the TSBs. This is information that I pay for as a mechanic. I use a company called All Data. Cost me $1,800 a year for the subscription. Hey, you're getting this kind of information for $69. So look what it says. 0 predicted repairs due within 12 months or 15,000 miles. Smart machine that knows it's a Toyota Corolla Matrix and they hardly ever break down. Adjust driver's side floor mat. Inspect fluids. Hey, this is pretty good. You can even schedule this stuff if you want to go somewhere. I don't know if I'd go that far. So I guess if you don't know any good mechanics, you could try one of those. Who knows who pays, how that works. But hey, if you're at a loss, at least you got somewhere to start. Check engine, oil system, read codes, erase codes, live data. You can even record the live data. You can even compare your past recordings that you've made. Monitors, if you live in a state where you have to have emissions testing to see if it'll pass and what problems are. And it even does some service functions. Well, as I showed you before, it also does a battery test. I'm not going to repeat it. But man, that's really something for $69. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Now, of course, you're using your own phone. They don't have to sell you the hardware. All they give you is a little dongle. And since it includes the repair solutions too, with the $69.95 price, you just download the app. And you can see it's not just me. It's got 1 million plus downloads with 4.7 stars. That's pretty good. So there you have it. Some things that don't work, some things that do work. So you could save money fixing your own car, or at least learning a bit so people can't rip you off. And if you want home internet in your garage, now you know what repeater to buy, so you don't do like I did and try out a bunch of them and find out that a whole bunch hardly worked at all, but one worked quite well. And in that vein, if anybody has a product they really believe in, they think is really going to set the world on fire, but they can't afford the millions it costs to advertising in today's greedy world, hey, I check them out for free. Just email ScottyKilmer@gmail.com and I will try out any kind of product. I'm honest about it. You got something? I love testing things out for people, even when they don't work. If you bought one that didn't work, you wouldn't be having any fun, right? So let me test it out first. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.